Man, so I don't even know how far this video gonna make it, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in since everybody else putting their 2 cents in. But mine's from a different, I ain't gonna say too much of a different perspective, but like Kyrie, I'm a free thinker. I think inside, outside, and around, on top, under the box, okay? What's pissing me off, or what's a concern for me, is that it's almost like this barrier is being created to protect one oppressed people, or what was an oppressed people, but yet there's free range on the next oppressed people. And the oppressed people who are being, that are tied to free range, right? We don't have no word in the dictionary that represents what we dealt with for 400 years, okay? Everybody talking about it it is a comparison thing. It's a big comparison thing, and the longer we keep trying to dilute that it's not a comparison thing, the longer this chaos is going to continue. This is why the conversation that needs to be had won't or can't be had at this current moment, okay? Who felt sorry for us? Because when people should have been feeling sorry for us, they benefited. So now you have us speaking out on how they benefited off us, and that's a problem. I can't comprehend that. I can't comprehend that. What is wrong with the exchange of truths? Whether this is our truth and that is y'all truth. You want to talk proof? The proof is in the success. The proof is in the outcome of each oppressed. Look at the outcome of, I'm going to say it, the fucking Jews, the Holocaust. Look at the outcome and the result that they got from their atrocities, and then compare it to what we got and how long it took for us to get it. That's not hate. That's observation. So you telling me now we in a times where we can't observe? We can't look. We can't connect dots. We can't seek. This movie. It's very funny how for years people have benefited off the entertainment of slavery's history. Benefited, made money. It was lucrative, right? All of it, even slavery. Okay? I don't know everything, but I don't think the Holocaust was lucrative for the world. Slavery was lucrative for the world. Okay? So it is a comparison. I've been watching all these videos, all these people trying to pacify the conversation. Ain't no pacifying it. We in the time of information, and the information coming out. And you got people connecting dots. People who chose to seek, to think free, to not just accept what the fuck they told. To my black people, do not let this steer you away from finding out your true identity, because this is something that should have been done years ago. But see, the world seen that it wasn't lucrative for us to find out who we truly are. In fact, it was more lucrative for them to blind us and keep us trapped in our atrocity, because that happening, it becomes more lucrative for the world. Jewish, is it a race or is it a religion? That's the question. That's the first question that needs to be answered. Because right now it's being treated like it's a race. Like only white people can be Jewish. When you have all this information that proves there are different Jews. All Kanye, all Kyrie are doing is they're chasing their heritage back to its original start. How dare anybody that is not of us try to control that? And we let them. Here's my take on this, why it's different. I'm a firm believer that Kanye or Ye and Kyrie are fulfilling, I believe the word is prophetic, things from the Bible. The same Bible that the world circulates. So if the entire world is circulating the Bible, it got to hold some type of truth or value. If it holds truth, well, that means this reality we live in is a lie, okay? Well, if it holds value, well, that means Ye and Kyrie have valid reason to believe they are a part of the original lost Jewish tribe. Let's go back to my first question, and I said where the conversation really needs to start. Now, is it a race or is it religion? I touched race. If it's a religion, to be Jewish, to be a Jew, if it's religion, how dare anybody control somebody's religious beliefs? And if that's what's happening right now, is that not what happened through entire history and the Bible? Is that not what the original wars were about? Religious beliefs? We gotta stop being scared to speak what we think, what we observe, what we seek and find, all for some fucking money. That's black people's biggest problem. We have been so brainwashed into identifying with our oppression. The only way we think we can get past that is through success and money. No, how about we just start undoing everything that slavery did to us? Kyrie's doing what he's supposed to do for his family. He has family. He wants his child to know what he didn't. So if we were slaves from Africa, and we were sold or whatever, and in that process, we lost our religion, we lost our identity, our last names, our beliefs, our dignity. So now we just lost. Don't get mad at us because we choose not to be lost anymore. Let us find our way. And I'm sorry that it may affect your reality, but it is what it is. I don't know how long the Holocaust went on, and it sucks that it happened. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't as long as slavery. And I'm pretty sure the world was not all a part of it. So this victim shit, for me, y'all can kiss my ass with that. Because if any oppressed people deserves to play victim according to the results of their oppression, it's us. Because we still being oppressed. We still being attacked. We still walking around here with no identity. We still claim religions that are not of our origin, because half of us can't even focus on our religion because the way of the world is set up for it to be lucrative. I don't need to watch a movie to understand the flow of power, control, and dominion. I watch it. I watched it all my life. I've seen it all my life. I experienced it all my life. We've witnessed this all of our lives. So, like Kyrie said, he cannot be anti himself. Just because he doesn't look like you, that does not mean you get to discredit his religious belief and how he feels that religious belief is a direct alignment of his original identity. I'm trying to say this as well spoken as I can, but as fearless as I can. This is why God is unhappy. This is why the world is the way it is. Because if you pay attention to the Bible, it said this will happen. The Bible said God's original chosen people will rise. Now, the original. Nobody taking away from y'all being who y'all are and who y'all claim to be. Y'all are just not the original. And if that hurts your pride, well, that's in the Bible. pride. If that stirs up hatred, well, that's in the Bible. Hatred. See, what y'all are doing is pushing confusion. Because, see, confusion is now lucrative. So is this about religion and race? Or is this about not letting the infrastructure of economics collapse due to things being exposed? That's what it's about. No, it ain't about no anti-Semitism. No, it's not. Because, like a lot of people are pointing out everywhere now, the motherfucking movie is still on Amazon. It was always on Amazon. It was in movie theaters. No, this is about stopping Ye and Kyrie from having impact on the rest of us lost, blinded, confused, original chosen people of God. I'm sorry, but in order for the chosen, in order for us to rise, somebody gotta fall. And when I say fall, it doesn't have to be in a hate way. It's just y'all gotta step down. Y'all facade is up. The facade is up. You no longer get to be controlling and dominant with your power and your money. That's just gonna only last so long. That's in the Bible. So who are y'all really mad at? Is it Kyrie and Ye? Or are y'all mad at God? And if you mad at God, how dare you try to go to war with that? And see, that's what's happening right now, because that's what y'all been doing. That's what y'all been doing through this manipulation stuff. Y'all keeping us blinded from our truth. That's y'all choice to go against God. Now God clearing the way. He's shaking shit up. There's no going backwards. The control was gone. The control was gone when y'all brought in the internet, the information age. Like he said, Kyrie said, you want to trick a Negro, put it in a book. Y'all tricked us for a long time because it was in a book for a long time and we wasn't picking up books. Not all of us were picking up books for a long time. But we all got what's in my hand right now. And we all got access to what's in the books. And I bet y'all didn't plan for that. You didn't plan for that. So the real war, World War III, fuck the facade of these politics and government and power structures. See, the real war, World War III, that's a tongue twister for me, is spiritual. Ye know that. Kyrie know that. The rest of the other black original people who are speaking out, they know that, because we are spiritual people. And if us being so spiritual and us chasing our beginning rubbed you a certain way, I have to question your spirituality. What gives y'all the right to claim and protect who y'all believe y'all are to be, but we can't? Why do we have to settle? That's one of the main messages I push out there. Never settle and always be yourself. It's time for us to be ourselves. So I'm sorry that for generations and generations and generations that y'all were lied to about who y'all were. See, we not the only ones who need to go find out our origin. So if this was being handled righteously, we can fucking study together. We can figure it out together. But y'all don't want to even hear none of that. Because in your soul, in your heart, you know. And what's really bothering y'all is now that y'all seeing that we know too. That's it, you know? So, listen here to me. Yes, I understand all the racial divide, right? But that's not the battle. That's the deception and the distraction. Because see, the battle is spiritual. That's the real battle. That's the real fuel to the fire right now. You know, it's not about the facts. Because if it was about the facts, this shit would have been over with. No, it's about the spiritual warfare. Because see, if we all wake up, the way this world is running will completely shift. They don't want to give that up because it's too lucrative for them. They don't care about nobody walking closer to God and what they don't care about that because their God is the dollar. I'll say it. I ain't nobody. I'll say it. I ain't nobody. To my black people, this is another thing we have to wake up and realize. We cannot keep holding on to the race war. Because the longer we hold on to the race war, the longer we are going to be distracted from the spiritual war. The 400 years of slavery was supposed to happen because that was the sins of our fathers and mothers, generations and generations and generations and generations before. It's in the Bible. It said it. It said once they chose to sin, nations from far away will come get us, and your seeds will be oppressed, this, that, and that for years to come. But it also said it will come a time where that shit will stop. And y'all, being the Jewish people, being the rest of the world, are trying to block that. But it's not going to happen. God's not going to allow that to happen. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to us. Y'all can't do shit to God. Y'all never could. That's why a lot of these ill-spirited people are mad. Because see, you gotta connect the dots here, you know? And for me, that's all I have time to do. That's my mind, that's how my mind is. That's why I think in, out, around, up, down, all that. You have to connect the dots. Gotta connect the dots. The dots I've connected is the real world war is good and evil, light and dark, righteous, unrighteous, godly, ungodly. That's it. That's it. So to my black people, we got to learn to let go of the traumas of slavery. You don't forget, but you don't have to embody that. We have a chance to embody something completely different that is tied to our originality, to our origin. So yes, the whites, the world, They did us bad. They did. But the reason things are still going bad for us now is because we hold on to the race war and we want to try to battle that. All our focus and energy and attention has always been to that, which it should have been. That's because that's where we start. We start by freedom. And then yeah, who doesn't want to be equal to the rest of the world? So yes, that comes. But see, it's a reason that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all the Black Panther Party, all that stuff was eliminated. It wasn't because of what they were saying at the present time. It's because of what they had planned for the future. It wasn't just about black and white. That was just the start. And see, before we could wake up and get conscious of that, that's when they allowed us to feel the benefits of success. That's when they let us be a little lucrative. Because if you keep oppressing, everything's gonna backfire. So it's a little push and pull. You gotta give a little pull. You gotta give a little push. So what they did was, you know what? Look, this ain't gonna last for too long. They ain't gonna keep being distracted this way. How else can we distract them? Well, what have they been fighting for? To be equal, right? Let them be equal. Let them be equal as long as they blind. Let them be equal as long as they don't know who they are. Let them be equal as long as they don't find out they are rigid. Man, I've been talking for 30 minutes, man. I'm done, man. Man, wake up. It's always never give up, never settle, always be you, man. One love, man. We just gotta do better, man, and get your spirit right. Cause man, we not dumb. You not slow. You see what's going on in the world. If you don't read the Bible, you don't go to church, you ain't in a religion, it's you know somebody who is, and you having these type of conversations or you hearing it. But these days of this reality, the way the world is working, it's coming to its end. And when I say end, I don't mean big explosions, even though I don't know. I just feel like it's the spiritual war. All this ungodliness, all this unrighteousness, all this evil, all that is about to be eradicated. Because let's look at the world. The world is tired of it. You know, as a collective, all races, all religions, the only people benefiting from all this chaos is a select few. And that's what Ye was planting seeds about. The spiritual warfare and how we are blinded by the success. Don't be blind, man. Wake up. Be better.